There's been widespread backlash in Asia over moves to expand NATO's presence in the region. Protests have been staged in Japan, and Chinese officials have made formal rebukes while highlighting the damage caused by the expansion of the military alliance.
NATO's push east and southward is meeting resistance. This is one of the latest protests in Asia. Dozens of Tokyo demonstrators denounced their Prime Minister's attendance at the NATO summit and the push to create a NATO liaison office in Japan.
NATO is a transatlantic organisation, and Japan is located far away. They want to get Asia involved in the Ukraine conflicts. We must not allow that to happen. We must expose their lies and join hands with more people to stop this preparation for war.
The Tokyo office was mooted last month. Mention of it was reportedly removed from a NATO leaders summit communique. The presence of the Japanese, South Korean, New Zealand and Australian leaders at the summit highlights the organisation's perceived push into the Asia-Pacific region, while NATO this week called out what it sees as China's coercive policies.
The Cold War has ended for more than 30 years, but NATO, a product of the Cold War, still adheres to the zero-sum game and confrontational thinking, ignores the international community's calls for peace.
Former Australian Prime Minister Paul Keating called the NATO Secretary-General a supreme fool and suggested allowing NATO expansion here would be akin to Asia welcoming the plague upon itself. NATO's expansion into Eastern Europe from the 1950s violated a US agreement with the Soviet Union, and Russia has repeatedly said adding neighbouring Ukraine into the military alliance is a red line. Some Asian scholars blame NATO expansion for the war in Ukraine and say spreading into another continent greatly increases the likelihood of more conflict.
It is a wrong path. It is a road leading to war.
Brent O'Halloran, Sky News in Taipei.